Well, folks, this is a new one for me. Man, it slips all over the place. Both the tires and the tracks do the same thing. They just spin. This is my buddy's. He just got this 8-foot wide push blade, like 2.5 foot tall push box, snow push box. And this poor thing, it's definitely strong enough and it's heavy enough, but man, it just cannot push it because it's getting zip for traction. I mean, there is literally nothing to bite in. Guess what? Next day again, gotta rename the channel. Oh, they got some mud and crap caked on the outside. Might be concrete too, who the hell knows? Oh, that's not bad. But dang, it actually was a lot easier than I was expecting. And according to this little ratchet here, in the little instructions here, it says there should be 1 to 2 inches from a straight bar across the top or a straight edge to the top of the track. So these are very, very loose. Yeah, look how much slop that is. That's insane. If I had to guess, I would say this track is on reverse of how it should be. Because this joint has the bolts coming in from this way. So does that joint. So does that joint. That must have been the joint that they used to take it apart because it's facing the inside. Yeah, so I'll bet this track should be flipped around so that the bolt heads are facing out. So if there's supposed to be 1 to 2 inches of slop, or 1 to 3 inches, whatever it is, this side's at 7, probably more. Yeah, when I do that, it's even more. At almost 8. 7 and almost 7.5, just over 7.5 from if I remove an entire link. And then I should be able to gain 3, 4, 5 joints. So that's 5 more inches of slop I can get out of that. Because taking 8 inches out of here is different than 8 inches here. You know, shortening it up 1 or 2 inches would take probably 2 or 3 inches out of here. Okay, now the fun one. Jeez. There. Now we'll get these things flipped over, cleaned up, opened up, get these, get that one link out of each one. Hopefully this doesn't take too awfully damn long. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna flip them. They are fucking heavy. Ouch, and pinchy. Stay. I suppose I could have just peeled it up over end. That was worth it. It's the little things in life. So, I've been at it for about an hour and a half now. Holy crap. These pins that hold the track together, the links together, man, they're like studs on a car rim or a car hub axle. They're splined and man, they are in there. Some of them have concrete and crap stuck to them. I got out the air hammer with the needle scaler on it and I cleaned up all around it. First I tried just a hammer and a big ass brass drift, didn't budge. Then I got the air hammer, didn't budge. And I have broken them all loose. Well, the nuts are all loose. So this one might actually come out now because I think I got it loose enough, and I'll show you how I did that here in a second. A brass hammer. Yep, that one's coming out, finally. Holy crap. Do not smash those threads. Man, these are in there. And I can see where all the damn slop is coming from now. Holy cow. Imagine that's the profile it should look like, or pretty close. That's how worn through these are. And I don't have replacements, so these are going back in. Wowza. And not only are these worn like that, the links themselves in here are oblonged a lot. So you add that up, you know, maybe almost a 1/4 of an inch in the pin, another 1/4 inch in each one of these holes. It's no wonder I'm gonna have to take out an entire link, you know, to take up that much slop. Oh yeah, how did I get them out? So I hit it with the oxyacetylene torch, not the cutoff torch, just heated it up and hit it again with the air hammer. Didn't budge. So then I started digging around and I was able to fashion up my ball joint press with this one little fitting in the end. It fits over perfectly over the outside of the pin. And of course, there's just not enough room for this thing and this thing, so you kind of got, or I had to kind of put it on there, bring it across, and then gently get it started. And that one still ain't moving. I mean, it moved a little bit initially. It's starting to come out, and that's the one I heated too. Leave that nut on there so that you're not boogering up the threads. Nothing's ever as easy as it looks, and everything always takes longer than you think. And if you do manage to screw up the threads a little bit, if the nut is on there, it'll clean it up as it comes off. There it goes. I don't know if the camera heard that thing pop, and I am having to tap them out. Another little brass drift to get the rest of the way through. Yep, that one's worn too. There it goes. All right. That's the link we're keeping. This is the link we're getting rid of. And then we just put it back together. That's it for that. If you got any thoughts on that, please let me know. I don't know of a better way. I don't think there's any specific tool made for this other than heat and beat. Here's all 4 of them pins. You can see how worn out they are. I mean, that's almost halfway through, and they're all the same. Let's take a quick gander at the links. You can see how much slop there is in these links. And just for an idea, I'd say at least a 1/4 inch. And there's 25 of these per track. So right before I get back to work here, I figured I'd show y'all what it looks like outside. Can't even see the house. Got some heavy lake effect. Yeah, it's coming down hard. Oh, I love winter. It's a lot of work, but man, it is so beautiful. I took every one of these joints apart. If you remember, this side had a couple bolts going the wrong direction, so I made sure all of those are correct, and I opened them up. Actually, first I took the air hammer with the needle scaler on it and cleaned up inside and outside of every single one of these all the way down. There's 5 joints on each side. So I hit it with that first, then I took it apart, which was much more difficult. Even my, there's the needle scaler. My old Ingersoll Rand, that couldn't even take it apart. I had to get the big dog out, DCF 900, and that was able to break them loose. And then after I took them apart, I hit every single one of them with some of the anti-sneeze right there, put them all back together, opened up. So every joint now is opened up. It's wider than initially. Those are your expansion joints. And now all the bolts are in the right position or right orientation, and all of the joints are opened up. So now we are ready to cut rebar. And I am going to try to use the plasma cutter. And I set up the rebar on these sawhorses so that I can roll it as I'm cutting it. All right, I'm also going to be using my handy dandy grounding strap here, but I figure if I start it and then roll it, it will just make the cut easier. So we're going to try that. No flammables, I don't think. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh shit, yeah. So the main reason I'm doing this, well, there's two main reasons. One, my Evolution chop saw over there, it could do this. They'd do really clean cuts. But man, it would tear up that blade to do that, and it would take longer. So this is quicker, and it's not gonna tear up my blade. Let's get after it. Man, that was awesome. I don't even think I have to roll it. Wow. I just looked the other day. The unit that's basically the same as this one, the little bit newer one, is like 1,500 bucks. Man, when I bought that thing for the multi-process unit, plus the water cooler for the TIG welding, and the cart, cost me 2,600 bucks delivered to the house. Now it's like 1,500 for the unit, and I don't know how much. I didn't look up the water cooler and the cart, but the cart was 300, the water cooler was like 400 back then, so that's 700. I think I paid like 18 or 19. Anyway, it's a great deal. That was barely 10 minutes. Cut a full 20-foot stick into 6-inch chunks. That's crazy. So now the plan is to put these on here. Stay, damn it. Similar to that, a little bit more angled like that. I did mention earlier, this is for a buddy of mine, so I'm gonna have a little fun with this. We got some 3/4 inch threaded rod here, and I'm cutting it to lengths as well, just 3 inches at a time for no particular reason. All right, got the big old buzz box working. For those that haven't seen it, it's an old Lincoln Ideal Arc 250. Anyway, it's going really well, and I believe I am going to nickname these, or dub, Peter tracks. Got the first one done. So we got angled like tractor tires, then one piece that'll catch the middle, and then our Peter. And it's offset like that every 3. Peter tracks. And when he's done using it, it'll leave little Peter tracks leading right back home. Using 6013, had to put a bunch of them through the toaster oven to dry them out a little bit. I haven't touched them in I don't even know how long. I'm just eyeballing these. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sure, if I got any actual welders out there, you're probably cringing right now how I'm welding. I am not much of a stick welder. I'll show you a couple of the welds when I get done, but I have done I'm not even bothering knocking the scale off of this for the most part. Just every now and then I'll do a check, but I am hammer checking it to make sure that they're stuck good and solid. And they are. So I'm not too awfully worried about them ripping off. That's it. Rinse and repeat. I'm gonna drag them out of here because I do not want the weight of the machine driving this rebar into my concrete. Do. Oh, please fit, please fit, please fit. That's one. All right, all 4 bolts are in. Well, I gotta admit, that was a little bit easier than I was expecting. I would say that's an inch of slack. All right, let's go get that other one. Oh yeah, look at the slack on it now. Tell you what, the traction I put in there is working. There we go. Holy shnikes. That was a project. Just 2 days, but not too bad. Now we'll take her around the block, see how she works. And man, it pushes like a bulldozer now. Holy crap. I'll take you guys around the side, you can see what it does. I'm getting the snowpack off from the roof slide off. And that's some really packed stuff. And it's just pushing right through it like nothing. Kind of bummed I don't really see the Peter tracks. They just get kind of boogered up, don't really do anything, and it's all hard pack. I hope you all got something out of this, whether it's entertainment value or actual you're going to try something like this. That's about an inch, I'd say. This side's sagging quite a bit, so I'll probably end up tightening it 1 notch. Just one of these. Instead of being bolted here, it'll be bolted here. But other than that, I think we got a wiener. Pun intended. But thanks for checking out the video. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't yet, and we'll see you on the next one. What a mess we got in here. That was a lot of welding. I probably went through probably about 60 to 70 sticks of 6013, I would guess. I don't know for sure. Take it easy. Catch y'all later.